Hello, writers. We are at the next step in the process, which is now that you're done writing out your draft on paper and you have that all good to go, we're going to move to the next step where you are going to type your letter. But when you type it, you're going to type it in a formal block letter business style. And I don't expect you to know what that means, so I'm going to explain it to you in this video. You'll be able to come back to this video as many times as you need to. But it is very important that as you type your letter, you follow these directions very carefully. So the first thing that you're going to do is notice that on this letter that you see on the screen, everything is left justified. That's something special. That's something that is special about this type of business letter, the block format business letter. So you are, everything should be all the way to the left. You're not going to indent your paragraphs. You're not going to move this over. Your name at the bottom is not going to be over here. Everything is left justified. Okay, so up at the top, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your return address. And because this is a school project and we want to keep you all safe, you're going to use our school address. Then you're going to put today's date. This is January 18th, 2021. It's actually not, it's February 2nd, but that's not the point. All right, so let's keep going. So the next thing I want you to notice is that there's a space here. How many spaces? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, okay? And you have to have 4 spaces, okay? After that, you're going to put either the name or title of the person you're writing to. You're going to put the company name and their mailing address. Now, you might have to do a little bit of homework here. So you'll actually want to get online and find out who the best person is to send this email to. Now, if there's a title, if you can find a name, like sometimes if you go to the website, like let's say I want to write to Walt Disney World, okay? So I'm going to do a Google search and I'm going to look for mailing address for Walt Disney World. Okay, so you could try a couple different searches. If that doesn't work, you could try send letter to Walt Disney World, or you could put in Walt Disney World's address. Or you could go to their website, scroll all the way to the bottom and look for contact information. Okay, so any way you look at it, whatever search you do, you might need to try a couple different ways. You should be able to come up with a mailing address for the company. Now, if you probably don't know a particular person's name, and that's okay. If there's a particular department you want it to go to, like let's say you're not writing to Disney World in general, you want to write to the animators at Disney World. So you would look up and see if you can find any information about the animation department and look around and see, can you find somebody's name? If you can find somebody's name, that means your letter will be read by a particular person. And that is pretty powerful. If you can't find a person's name, then look for a department. And if you can't find that, just simply put the name of the company, the address, all the way to the zip code. Okay. It should look just like the one I have here. The next thing you'll do, you'll see there's 2 spaces, 1, 2. And then you're going to write your salutation or your greeting. You can write dear person's name if you know it, or title, Dear Director of Publishing, or you can write to whom it may concern. But what I want you to pay special attention to is this right here. You have, after this, you are not putting a comma, you're putting a colon. That is a business letter special touch. All right, then you're going to skip 2 lines. You're going to type your first paragraph. Then you're going to skip 2 lines. You're going to type your second paragraph. You're going to skip 2 lines. You're going to type your last paragraph. Then you're just going to skip 2 lines and write your closing, your complimentary closing. Then you're going to skip 4 lines and type your name. That's it. Okay. Now, after you have all this done, your letter should look exactly like this. Okay. And I will tell you, if you give me your letter and it doesn't look like this, I'm going to give it right back because this video exists and I just spent the time explaining to you what your letter should look like. So make sure that it looks exactly like this. All right. The other thing is there's a couple things to note, and I put them down here. Do not indent your paragraphs. I already covered that. There's a colon after the salutation. All text is less justified. And here's the line spacing down here. I think that's all the information you're going to need. So go ahead and get typing. Bye.